The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Health Department flags rising COVID-19 infections in Metro Manila and even in some areas outside the region. For details, JC Cosico is reporting to us live from Mandaluyong City. JC, good afternoon. Now, aside from NCR, which areas are now seeing an uptick in COVID-19 cases and what factors are causing this?
Riza, no exact mention earlier about this, but the DOH earlier said that parts of Luzon and the Visayas have increasing infections. Now, the DOH attributed this to several factors, one of which is the presence of the Omicron subvariants, the increased mobility patterns, and the waning immunity of jabbed individuals. That's why they are encouraging the public to receive their COVID-19 booster shots. Riza.
With that, JC, how are booster inoculations going amid the uptick in cases? And is the government looking to ramp it further?
Reason the DOH admits that booster inoculations remain low, including that for the second boosters for health workers, senior citizens, and the immunocompromised. That's why they are now ramping up their vaccination efforts amid the uptick in cases, and they're also trying to achieve their 77 million target before end June. But DOH officials admit it will be a challenge for them given the last 2 weeks of the administration. That's why it's best effort for now for the DOH. Riza.
JC, did the department share their projections or their COVID-19 projections? And does NCR have this chance to be escalated to alert level 2 anytime soon?
Reason the DOH said that if the increasing trend will continue, it's possible that by end June, nationwide there will be 800 to 1,200 cases daily. But current metrics here at NCR, it remains to be at low risk since our average daily attack rate remains to be at 1, and it has to be at 6 for it to be escalated to alert level 2, while our healthcare utilization rate also remains to be at low risk. It has to be at 50%. For it to be escalated to a higher alert level. Now, health officials are saying that NCR remains to be under alert level 1. That's why they are encouraging the public to continue following health protocols and have themselves vaccinated against COVID-19 to control the spread of the virus. Riza.
JC, let's move on to another topic about the BULUSAN volcano, its eruptions. Can you tell us the latest on the volcano's activity and the evacuation that's ongoing in Sorsogon?
Riza, disaster spokesperson Mark Timbal said that as of June 14, evacuees have gone home, and the volcano has been quite quiet recently. Now, the public were told that entry to the 4-kilometer danger zone is still prohibited, while vigilance should be observed in the extended 2-kilometer danger zone. Now, all in all, over 44,000 individuals are affected by the volcano's activity. Riza.
Has the LGU seen a COVID-19 spread, JC, among the evacuated individuals and families? And if so, how are they addressing this?
Riza, as we speak, the NDRMC is still confirming reports as to these cases, but they are assured that protocols will be in place. Isolation will be conducted soon as there is a confirmed case, including that of individuals' close contacts. Riza.
One final question. Can you give us an update, JC, on the preparations for the inauguration of President-elect Bongbong Marcos on June 30?
Riza and CRPO-PIO Johnny Texan said that a series of meetings have been held for security preparations for the inauguration of PBBM on June 30. Now, in fact, a task group has been activated for such. As we speak, no security threats monitored so far, and police will also exercise a maximum tolerance for rallyists on June 30. Now, there will also be road closures, and heavy traffic is expected in areas near and leading to the National Museum, and a gun ban will be in place in Pasay and Manila from 6 a.m. of June 27 until 6 a.m. of July 2, and there will also be a no backpack policy in VIP areas to ensure safety. Back to you.
Well, thank you for those updates. That was JC Cosico reporting live from Mandaluyong City. And we'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. President-elect Bongbong Marcos has named more nominees to his cabinet. Former BIR Deputy Commissioner Lilia Guillermo will lead the Bureau of Internal Revenue under the Marcos administration. Joining her at the BIR is Romeo Lumagi Jr., who will become the agency's Deputy Commissioner for Operations. Meanwhile, retired PNP Deputy Director General Ricardo De Leon will head the National Intelligence Coordinating Agency. Now, prior to that, 3 officials have been given key positions under the incoming Marcos administration. Marlena Kaide has the report.
Former Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile will be back in the political scene after President-elect Bongbong Marcos chose him as the next presidential legal counsel. 98-year-old Enrile retired from politics in 2016 after serving for 50 years. He served as Justice Secretary and Defense Minister during the term of Marcos Jr.'s father. In a statement, Enrile vowed to devote his time and knowledge to help the president-elect succeed. Meanwhile, outgoing Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara will be the Solicitor General. Guevara said he feels that the job suited him better, citing his 25 years of law firm practice. He studied law at the Ateneo de Manila University and placed second in the 1985 bar exams. When asked about handling the ill-gotten wealth cases and unpaid estate taxes of the Marcoses, he said all the cases are already in courts and he will stick to what is prescribed under the law. Former AFP Chief of Staff Jose Faustino will also be part of Marcos Jr.'s cabinet. Faustino retired on November 12, 2021, and since a 1-year ban on appointment is in effect, he will first serve as Defense Senior Undersecretary and Officer in Charge, and would later on assume the position of DND Secretary by November 13th. For News 5, Marlene Alcaide, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. 2 Muntinlupa courts have granted the request of detained Senator Laila de Lima for medical furlough until June 23. This is for a major procedure that would remove part of her uterus, as it has already become a concern. Unioil Philippines projects that prices of diesel would increase by up to 2 pesos and 60 centavos per liter next week. It adds that gasoline prices are likewise expected to rise by up to 60 centavos per liter. And Filipino gymnast Carlos Yulo bags the gold medal in the men's floor exercise at the 9th Senior Artistic Gymnastics Asian Championships in Qatar. Yulo is still set to compete in the vault and parallel bars competition for a chance to add more medals to his tally. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.